Skillet meals are so underestimated, but this country potato skillet meal will not lead you wrong. Whether for breakfast or dinner, you will be satisfied. Let me show you how to do one really quick. Cut up some bell pepper, and I got a yellow one right there, and next some onion. I had a whole onion there, but I'm going to use the rest of that for another recipe. You won't need all of it, but cut you up some fresh onion. And next, char you some grape tomatoes in your skillet, and I just hit it with a little salt and pepper just to get the flavor going, and then adding in some olive oil just to start the searing off. And once you do that, you're going to open them up by basically poking them so that the flavor will release, and then pushing them down in the pan a little bit just so that they're charred on each side and the flavor is getting released out of each tomato. And after you do that, you're just going to hit it with a little balsamic glaze, and the acidity of that just makes the tomato perfect when you add it back to the skillet. After that, those bell peppers that you chopped up, you're going to add them to the skillet after you set your tomatoes aside with a little bit of olive oil there. Add in your onion, and as much onion as you want. Again, we chopped up a whole one, but you don't have to use that whole one. And then again, hit them with a little salt and pepper. And this is what they look like when they're charred. I like mine to get a good char on them. After that, set those aside and go in with your country sausage. And whatever brand you like, you just char it up in the pan, follow it with some bacon, and you're going to get it to a crisp. Not burnt, but to a crisp so that it gets in your bowl good. After that, I go in with some potatoes, and this is the potato I use. It's a bird's eye, steam fresh. You don't have to go cooking them in the pot all the way, having potatoes, but again, just steam them and then throw them in your skillet to get ready for the ingredients of your bowl. And once those potatoes are cooked down after they're steamed, you just add your ingredients back to the skillet. And I start out with those charred tomatoes, and I'm on a low heat there because everything is cooked now. You're basically just blending flavors at this point. And so then I add back the onions and the bell peppers, and if I'd had some mushrooms, I would have put them in there too, because that makes a good addition to this bowl. And then after you add in those vegetables back, you're going to go in with your meats, and that's just the way I like to layer it back in. But the country sausage, and again, as much as you want, because I probably had enough for 2 or 3 bowls, but you add in as much as you want. And then you're going to crisp the bacon back on top of it. And so not all of it, I saved some for a little bit later on, and you'll see. But anyway, you put those all back in and start blending them together. And you don't want to smush it too much, but you just want to blend it so that the flavors just kind of meld together, because your potatoes are soft there and everything is good and ready to go. So once you have it all blended, you're going to go back and add in lastly your cheese. And so I used a cheddar cheese, and so just a little bit of cheddar for me, but you can add in as much as you'd like. And then I followed that with some mozzarella cheese to give it a little bit of pull, and so it adds a nice little flavor too, but it definitely adds a little cheesy pull to the bowl. And so blend it all in, mix it all up so that all those flavors are again ready to go. And then once you get ready to take it from the skillet to your bowl, you will have a masterpiece. And there it is. Yes, I cooked up a little egg to go on the side, again, the breakfast, and then some avocado to go on the side as well, those pieces of extra bacon there. And you have a wonderful breakfast or dinner with things that you already have in your pantry. Enjoy.